Shalom Israel. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BASHAM, Rakah, Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who teach and rule well at Great Millstone. And peace and salutations and peace and mercy to the prophets, the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and to the men and women of the 12 lost tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Shalom. Back with another lesson. I'll title this one, Many Disasters. Many Disasters. Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawahshi, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawahshi, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawahshi. Call Allah Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI. And there are many disasters that's coming on the earth. Many disasters. I was just watching the news just a little bit ago, and there is, we're entering hurricane season, and there's a hurricane down there bubbling, cooking up down there in the Gulf of Mexico. This is what sparked the lesson. And they're also talking about El Nino Part 2, because out here in the Pacific, in California, the Pacific, the ocean, the water is heating up. Same thing down there in the Atlantic. The waters are heating up. And they're also talking about the tectonic plates. There's a huge shift coming. And the scientists were just saying not too long ago that California is due for a devastating earthquake. We're like 300 years overdue, of a devastating, catastrophic earthquake, man. That could potentially cause a huge tsunami that could take out a huge part of California. And these are the things that part of the disasters that the Lord he's going forward that we're going to see. It's many disasters that are coming on the earth, man. And then you have these preppers that think that they're gonna, they're trying to store up food, and that they're gonna sidestep these judgments. It's the Lord's gonna make it to where you're gonna have to have Him. You're gonna have to have that mark, that thawa, that seal of protection. And that's His elect. Lord willing, I'm part of a hopeful elect. Baba Kusha. Please. Because the disasters that He's bringing on this world, we've never witnessed before. Because He told you that we're going into the worst time that earth has ever seen. Let me get to the scriptures. We're gonna go to Luke. I got a couple scriptures, and I'm gonna close out. Call Allah Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI. But we'll go to Luke 21 and 9. I'll go to 9. It says, but when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified. So we see and hear of wars every day. They got it on the news, with the Russia and Ukraine, NATO joining in, America joining in. Is Russia going to use the nukes? Iran testing their missiles. Iran just tested that hypersonic, their new missile, and it passed successfully. And Iran wants to blow Israel to pieces. They want to put Amalek down. They want to blow them out. See? And these are, is China going to invade Taiwan? These are all rumors of wars. And it says, and commotions. We're seeing the disturbance, the noises, the civil unrest from the people. We're seeing it all across the world. These protests are getting more and more violent. America is talking about, there's going to be an increase on terrorist attacks. So now we're talking about explosions. You see, that's the spirit. That's the spirit. That's the spirit, boy. See? That's the spirit. The explosions are coming. Man. And then these are the things that's happening, man. We're talking about disasters, earthquakes too. But people are gonna start blowing up these buildings and lighting these buildings on fire, and heavy commotions. We seen that in what is that? We seen the commotion down there at the Capitol, in Washington, the Capitol building, when they stormed the Capitol building in Washington, all that commotion going on. So we're in a time of wars and commotions, division. It says, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass. And then you have you Christians and Catholics and these different Mormons and stuff like that. We just want to unify and everybody come together and be in peace. The Lord said, for these things must first come to pass. They have to happen. You see, they have to happen. It says, but the end is not by and by. These are the beginning of sorrows, man. The terror, the evil is growing in the earth. You see, the Lord is finna bring the pain to earth, man. And this is ultimately to the wicked. This is to the wicked, those that and to his enemies. He said, I've long time held my peace. It says 10. It says, then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And we see, as far as with the wars and there's civil war coming, the division amongst the people, and they shall fight, like the Lord said in Isaiah 19. He's gonna set the Egyptian against the Egyptian, and they shall fight, man. Right along with World War III. We already have World War I. We already have World War II, and World War III is here. This is the jump start. If this was a boxing match with all these drone attacks and firing these little missiles and stuff like that, and this is like the first few punches landed in this heavyweight boxing fight, just for an example. But the World War III is already kicked off. It says 11. It says, and great earthquakes shall be in diverse places. See? And we've been seeing that all over the world. We've seen what happened in Turkey. Devastating earthquake. Devastating. Not too long ago that happened in Turkey. And you have earthquakes going on every day around the world, man. And like I said, the scientists said California is due for a devastating, catastrophic earthquake that can potentially wipe out almost all of California and cause a heavy tsunami, because there's a crack in the Pacific Ocean floor. The Lord said he's gonna destroy the world, man. He's gonna punish the world for their evil and for their iniquity. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilence and fearful sights. See, and great signs shall there be from heaven. And we're seeing the Elohim, the angels. The angels are coming. People are catching the angels reappearing and disappearing. They're going under ocean. Being found coming by volcano activities. What is that? That telescope that they got. Is it the Bill Rogers? Quote me if I'm wrong, but that NASA telescope that they got, they're seeing the angels coming in and out of the sun and going on parts of the moon. a huge chunk of the sun just broke off and spun into a vortex out there in space, man. A fire vortex, a huge chunk, a piece of the sun. You know, going forward, there's going to be devastating lightning and thunder, the cold, the heat. You know, these are all the things that's coming down the line. The Lord is going to make it to where you're not going to be able to sidestep these judgments. The earthquakes, you know, sending these earthquakes that open the ground, that swallow up 50,000 people at one time. These are the disasters, many disasters, catastrophic disasters that the Lord is bringing, man. Great, got hailstones the size of cars falling from the sky. What the Lord is going to do to this earth, this world, we've never seen, man. He told you we're going into the worst time that earth has. They've never seen this before. Nobody on earth. What he's bringing. I'll close out with this. He said, but before all these, they shall lay their hands on you. On who? On the men of the Lord. These the elect, man. The men of the Lord. These Hebrew Israelites. Because Esau is the devil. Is he coming down with great wrath? He said, but before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, deliver you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. See? So but he said, but before all this is happening, all this disaster and stuff going on, they're gonna persecute the men of the Lord, man, the saints, these Hebrew Israelites. This is coming. So, you know, you see all this happening, persecution is right around the corner. And you got these false prophets out here fighting in Israel, fighting against each other. You got all this fucking folly going on in the world, man. And Esau is getting ready to take your rights away and to throw you in the trash. See?